What is up, everybody? This is Jake with the Code Duck channel. Now, I know it's been a while since I posted a video. Maybe a lot of you were expecting the practical web scraping part 3 video to be the next one that I posted. However, I have decided that there's something else that I was gonna do more consistently, is a little bit of backstory. Let's go with. So I used to be in my younger years, I was the kind of person that did all sorts of crazy things. And I don't mean like getting in trouble and stuff, but lots of sports, lots of athleticism. I was very athletic. I did a lot of snowboarding and rally driving and just kind of cool things like that. And throughout my life, as I got a little bit older, I had some unfortunate accidents. I went through brain surgery and all sorts of stuff that kind of took me out. So I lost my athleticism. I lost my health in a lot of different ways that weren't my fault. But then once I did recover from those, I started lost my health in a way that was my fault. I started taking my nutrition very poorly and things like that. So what I am posting now is more accountability. I'm going to rely on the support from you guys because what I plan on doing is Boston Comic Con is August 7th to 9th, 2020. And right now we are just at the end of September 2019. And I don't know how many of you know, a lot of you maybe, that I am in Portland, Maine. So the Boston Comic Con is the closest major Comic Con to me. There's PortCon, but that's a lot smaller. So what I've decided to do to give myself a goal, to give myself some accountability and the support of you guys, is I am going to the 2020 Comic Con as Bane. Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. And to do that, what kind of gave me this goal is I want to get back into my fitness routine. Now I am a very active person. The typical 10,000 steps a day thing. We're very active with our dogs and our lifestyle, but I'm also a full-time software engineer, so I don't get a lot of rigorous actual exercise. So this is going to be a really, really cool thing for me. I want to make the costume. We're going to make the Bane mask. We're going to learn how to do the Bane voice properly, not just talking like your nose is all clogged up. Now, I've done a lot of research for this, and I've been preparing for this for a little bit because a lot of you may know that I deal with a lot of chronic health issues, chronic pain issues, because of some of the things that I've been through as far as accidents and car accidents and neurosurgery and falling headfirst on concrete and all sorts of crazy stuff that I won't get into here. My body hates me. So I have a couple things standing in my way. One, I have chronic pain and joint issues from past experiences that really, really hinder my ability to do dynamic movement on a consistent basis. Number two, I actually struggle with seizures, a special type of seizure known as a pseudo seizure, one that's not electrical activity in the brain, but is a response to stress in your body. So when my body undergoes a lot of stress, like nutrition, if I don't eat enough, if I'm trying to push myself too hard, I will pass out and have seizure-like symptoms. So that's going to stand in my way as well. Number three, I work full-time and I have a family, and I also have obligations outside of my family circle and my work circle. So there's going to be things that we're going to have to work this into a full-time work schedule, as well as not neglecting our families. Number four, I have autism. Now, a lot of you might think, well, that's not really a disadvantage. What does that have to do with physicality? It's not the physicality that has to do with. It is entirely motivation. When you have autism, when you struggle with something like that, especially a neurological issue like that, a lot of us know the feeling of just not feeling like doing something. When you're neurotypical, nobody is neurotypical. We all have something going on, but basically I use that term to refer to somebody who's non-autistic. When you're neurotypical, if you don't feel like doing something, a lot of times you can kind of force and motivate yourself to do something, to do it. Motivation with autism is very different. If I don't feel motivated or I really don't want to do something, my brain will actively resist that and trigger that, and that will trigger panic attacks. That might even trigger pseudo seizures. So I'm going to need to keep motivated during this. It's going to be a really good exercise in me learning how to properly motivate myself. And five, the biggest problem that we're going to deal with, or not the biggest, we've mentioned some pretty messed up stuff so far. I have really, really bad body image issues. So I will tend to be a perfectionist about this, and I will try to push myself too far too fast, and things will go awry. Now, it is September right now. Boston Comic Con basically happened last month. So we're gonna have a full year to prepare for this. Right now, let's go through the weight and measurements and things like that I am right now. Right now, I am 222 pounds. I have a 38-inch waist and a 40-inch chest, I believe. And I also have an 18-inch neck. Now, if we're gonna be Bane, we need to keep measurements really a lot in mind. So, when Tom Hardy did this role, Tom Hardy is more mesomorphic, ectomorphic, whereas I'm the other end. I'm more mesomorphic, endomorphic. I put on weight and fat really, really easily. Whereas he can kind of have the chronically skinny thing going on. He was a skinny guy before he got the role as Tommy Conlon and Warrior, and then Bane and Venom. And so what Tom Hardy did is he was about 225, 230 pounds. The advantage that I have with building a body that Tom Hardy had is he is my height, and we have similar builds: broad shoulder, broad chest, broad back. Now, right now I'm about 220 pounds, as I said. Tom Hardy was about 10 pounds heavier than I am right now, but if any of you have actually seen the movie, and I'm gonna put a picture up right now of the man. There he is in his mask and combat outfit and everything. At that size, Tom Hardy weighed a little bit more than I do right now, but his body composition was totally different. He's probably 10% body fat less than me right now, and I float around 20-22%. So we're gonna have to drop body fat. We're gonna have to put on a lot of muscle. So how are we gonna do this? I do have some experience in fitness, but a lot of this is going to be learned along the way. Most of my life with fitness had to do with strength training for cross-country running, so I'm very into cardio and things like that. However, to get a build like Bane's, you have to be monstrously big. I believe Christopher Nolan, in the development of the movie, said, I want Bane to look like a lion in human form. What the advantage is with that is I love food. Okay, most of the time when I try to lose weight, what happens is I have the goal of like, oh, I want to be 190 pounds. And then 2 weeks later, I'm like, I like cupcakes. And then it all goes down the drain. So the advantage we have about doing a build like Bane is, if you've seen, we'll put a picture up right now of the shirtless scene with Bane. He doesn't have like shredded abs. He's not ripped. He's big and powerful. So the build that we're going with is large and power, but we also need to maintain function. One of the biggest things with my body with joint issues is I need to maintain flexibility. So not only are we going to be doing weight training, which we're going to have to do in a different way than Tom Hardy did, because he did 4 times a day, 20 minutes each session. His trainer was really into the big muscle confusion thing, and we're only going to have 1 session per day that we're going to be able to do this. Our first session is tomorrow, so if you want to actually follow along with this journey on a more daily basis, we're going to be doing a weekly check-in as to what I've learned, what I've liked about it, what I don't like about it. Maybe it'll just be for me to complain about the fact that I'm having to actually do the correct nutrition and weight training, and I'm probably going to be a lot of scenes and check-ins of me like, I'm sore. But once we get through that, if you want to follow along with me on a daily basis or a more frequent basis, you can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram will be in the description. It's CodeDuckME. Follow along on Instagram. We're going to do little videos about what I'm doing every daily basis, and we're going to try to make it entertaining and funny, so it's not just another fitness person telling you about getting them gains, which we don't want. So I'm actually going to put up right now another little whirly of me going around in a circle. You will see that I do have a pretty broad build as it is. I definitely have a little bit too much around the middle and not a broad enough chest and back, and I definitely don't have big enough arms. But that reference picture, throw that back up there, this is the look that we're going for, roughly. Big, powerful. We're going to make the costume as well, including the mask. So the advantage of Bane's build is it's not like Christian Bale's Batman where he's super shredded. He's got power and function, which is what we're going to be going for. And of course, you guys, any support that you could give via on Instagram, in the comments, even by just punching the like button and showing me that you admire this content or you like this content, following along with me. Hold on. It's a kitten interruption. No, my dad, let me go. Alright, he's gonna get swole! Super swole. Alright, bye! I'm such a dork. For you guys, please push the like button, subscribe to this if you want to see more of this content. If you want to follow along with me, follow me on Instagram, where we're going to be posting a lot of things, daily snippets and videos and cutesy, funny little things. And we're also going to be doing some videos about programming and things like that. We're actually going to have some content about Amazon Web Services, because the job that I have right now requires a lot of work with serverless and AWS Lambda and CloudFormation, so we're going to have some videos about that. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see. Those of you who want to learn more about Amazon Web Services, Let me know in the comments. We can do another video about that. We can do a series maybe. And then please follow along with me on this journey. I'm the biggest geek in the world, and honestly, we're gonna become Bane. We're gonna become Bane, and we're gonna do that reveal on August 7th through 9th at the BostonCon 2020. We're gonna do the reveal of the work that we put in making the costume. We're gonna follow along on that. I'm gonna show me how to, we're gonna make the costume. We're gonna make that infamous mask. We're actually gonna learn the vocal control to do that Bane voice. And I'm really, really excited about this, guys. So come along in this journey with me. We're gonna try to build that Tom Hardy Bane physique. We're gonna try to learn a lot about fitness, but we're also gonna have to try to do this as someone with chronic physical and mental health issues. So we're really gonna have to approach this from an atypical way. That's why I'm giving myself so much time, because the first couple weeks to a couple months of this, I'm not going to be able to do the plyometric type stuff, the 5 sets of 8 or the 5 sets of 5 or the reps to failure. I cannot do that. I can't be the person that goes from super skinny to totally ripped, or from pudgy or slightly overweight to like totally Bane sized in 6 weeks. It's not going to happen. If that's what you're hoping to see, you could just move away from this video right now. We're gonna have to do this in a realistic way of somebody who works full time and has stuff standing in their way that isn't just motivation, but actually is their body not liking them. The biggest thing we're gonna be working on as well, we're also gonna do some cooking stuff. I'm gonna show you what I'm eating, how to make it, because I love to cook. And also we're gonna do the type of nutrition that gives me what I need to be fueled, not just for the gym, but for my daily life. So I can't wait for you guys to come along in this journey. Again, please hit the notification bell. Just Bane punch the like button. Subscribe to this video. Do whatever you guys can do to give me the support, because this is gonna be so hard. I know it's gonna be hard, but I really wanna do this, and I really want you guys to come along the journey with me. I'm really looking forward to it, and please, 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 I appreciate everything that you guys do for this channel, for the support that you give me, whether we're talking about programming, we're talking about comic books, we're talking about regular books, we're talking about becoming Bane, which is what we're talking about right now. I'm so appreciative of the support that I've been given, and from your views and likes and comments, so please keep those coming. I really look forward to working through this with you guys, and again, follow me on Instagram to get daily or you know, a couple times a week updates, and we'll see if we can turn this engineer from Portland, Maine into the big bad Bane. I'll see you in the next video. Come along with me on this journey, and as always, this is Jake from Code Duck, signing off.
And now Stark presents stuff my dad didn't mean to, but I thought was funny, so it went in the video anyway.
So loud outside, the truck's going by. Hold on. It's a kitten interruption. No, my dad, let me go. Alright, he's gonna get swole! Super swole. Alright, bye! I'm such a dork. Into the big bad Bane. I'll see you in the next video. We'll do a weekly update, and this, as always,